Well, good afternoon and welcome to this Wednesday, March 10th of 2021 midweek devotion here at Clear Lake United Methodist Church. I want to read to you today from 1 Peter, the third chapter, verses 13 through 16. Now, who will harm you if you are eager to do what is good? But even if you do suffer for doing what is right, you are blessed. Do not fear what they fear, and do not be intimidated, but in your hearts sanctify Christ as Lord. Always be ready to make your defense to anyone who demands from you an accounting for the hope that is in you. Yet do it with gentleness and reverence. Keep your conscience clear so that when you are maligned, those who abuse you for your good conduct in Christ may be put to shame. As I reflected and pondered upon this passage today, there's one word that stuck out to me, and that word was harm. And sadly, I say that because in the world today, we see a lot of harm being done in many and various ways. And also, sadly, we see harm being done to those who proclaim Christ, even those who do it in what I will call a right manner, where they're not like the person standing on the street corner with a bullhorn saying, "Do you know Jesus?" or "Turn or burn." But yet, as we go about living our lives, we do have enemies that the world throws at us in many shapes and forms and in many ways. And what this passage truly is lifting up for us today, and not only today, but each and every day that we live our lives as disciples of Jesus Christ, it says this: rather than fear our enemies, we are to quietly trust in, that's where that word sanctify comes in the passage in that 15th verse, where we're to quietly trust in or sanctify God as Lord. And my friends, we must believe that Christ, not our enemies, is truly in control of all events. When he rules our thoughts and emotions, we cannot be shaken by anything our enemies may do. Now, I know some Christians, some disciples of Jesus believe faith is a personal matter that should be kept to oneself. Now, it's true that we shouldn't be boisterous or obnoxious in sharing our faith, but we should always be ready to answer gently and respectfully when asked about our faith, our lifestyle, or our Christian perspective. So what it really comes down to for us as we live our lives as disciples of Jesus, can others see your hope in Christ? And are you prepared to tell them what Christ has done in your life? Friends, that's true witnessing. That we share it in a respectful way. Not boast about it, not broadcast it through a bullhorn, but quietly and reverently to those whom have asked us or are speaking to us. And in the end, we may not be able to keep people from attacking us, but we can at least stop supplying them with ammunition. For as long as we do what is right, their accusations will be empty and will only embarrass them. So ultimately, my friends, what this is telling us is that we need to keep our conduct above criticism. And that's not always easy in this world. We can do things in the right way, but yet we know there are people out there that will criticize our choices. They will criticize the fact that we worship a God that in some people's mind is judgmental, full of wrath, discriminatory. But also what we have to remember and what we need to share with them in a gentle and respectful manner is the first commandment that God gave humanity, to love God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And then the second command, which carries just as much worth, is to love your neighbor as yourself. It really comes down to love. And that's where it gets tough for us as we live out our lives. How do we love those who persecute us, who accuse us, who bear down upon us? But again, it comes down to sharing what Christ has done for us in our lives, past, present, and the future. For that is the hope that we have to hold on to, the promise of God and God's love for each and every one of us. May you all have a blessed day, not only today, but the days to come. And just want to remind you that this coming Sunday here at Clark United Methodist Church, we will be gathering for worship at 9:30 in a limited form in person, but also you can tune in at 9:30 here on this YouTube channel and watch our service as it is live streamed. Or if 9:30 doesn't work for you, you can always later on in the day, once it's been uploaded, pull it up and worship with us when it's convenient for you. Again, God bless and have a great day.